All right then, let us begin. So, uh, it's been a little while since we played, so to fill you in on where you are and what you are doing. The party are in the halfling town of Hearttree, there to update them on what they missed at the summit. And they had some difficulty on the way, seemingly led into a sort of dangerous forest on a teleportation mishap, eventually finding their way to town and discovering that Chip Greengrass of the council under some form of forgetfulness enchantment. The party were welcomed into the town, but under the pretense of hospitality were given guards and split up into separate houses to sleep. They went to bed in the houses of their two hosts, while Stix summoned Elvis and bedded down for the night. With his companionship, Arwen and Klari hatched a plan to scout the village. Bruca and an invisible Hugo scouted the village by night. They followed a halfling to a meeting doing their best to peer through a crack in the curtains and listen through the closed windows. The next day, the party found they'd been given guards to look after them and help them if they had any needs. The party did not appreciate this oversight and managed to give the guards the slip, using the time to track down one of the meeting attendees and interrogate them using a mixture of magical and physical persuasion. And they learned the halflings wished the party to leave as they had taken a position of neutrality and wanted to stay out of any more conflict. The party then visited Chip Greengrass, hoping to get his help, and finding him much more alert than before, they questioned him and deduced that he was already aware of the halfling plans, but they were not able to learn much more before they were interrupted by Lavinia and their guards again. The party continued to tell the story that the halfling's mirror had malfunctioned and demanded to see it. Klari and Arwen examined it, discovering it did have some power to connect to other mirrors, but before they could continue on much further, Lavinia returned and announced that the meeting was due to begin.
Meeting.
This is where we pick things up. Arwen and Klari, you probably see Stix has been brought along, so you recognise some of the guards that were brought to Chip's house with him. You can see that as you head out into the corridor, you can see that Chip is there as well. A number of halflings are making their way into a sort of central meeting chamber. You follow the path you are led down and find that you are led to um, a, a room that is open to the sky above. You can see some of the branches of the great heart tree kind of leaning over, shading this clearing. Um, a small pond fills the center of the room, with a little stone platform inside. Little lily pads drift about on the water, and little um, raised kind of lecterns uh, sit around the edge of the pond, so that those who are meeting can stand and converse in a large sort of open ring, seemingly very much it feels like being out in and amongst nature. Yeah, you can see that there are maybe sort of 12 or 15 halflings gathered at this point, the last few kind of um, drifting in and taking up what look to be familiar places. You can see that some of them seem to have brought chairs so that they can sit behind their little lecterns on their little sort of plinths rather than having to stand the whole time. Some of them do look to be rather aged, certainly more senior in years. You do notice, those of you with your high passive insight will notice that a couple of them sort of looking around, slightly confused towards one of the empty positions at the moment. And you do not recognize any of the halflings that have arrived as the individual that Klari charmed and suggested magically that they stay away from the meeting. But after a little bit of time, it seems like everyone has arrived, or at least they are not going to wait any further. And Lavinia kind of steps forwards on her plinth, kind of gestures to one of the what you guess would be sort of lower ranked individuals. One of the guards kind of gestures them, and they begin to usher you into the center of this circle um, of waiting, kind of lectern raised positions. So you find yourselves kind of very slightly looking up. You can imagine any halflings that took up this position normally to address this group would feel quite sort of overbeared by the high positions of the others around them. But you all being of the taller folk find that while they are raised up above you, it is not, they are not as intimidating as they might be. So Lavinia addresses you all, says, well, she begins to address the congregation as a whole. Says, we are here as representatives of the Council of Kavran have come to inform us of the decisions that were made at the summit. Answer any questions that you may have so that we may aid them in what endeavors they are to take on. And she kind of pauses and says, would anyone like to speak first? And you see someone, a male halfling beside her, kind of steps forward. Some of these plinths and lecterns have more than one individual on them. Some of them have, two or three. Some of them only have one, and a couple of them are empty. Um, this individual steps up beside Lavinia, and he says, "Well, first of all, I would like to welcome our guests. I hope you have had a pleasant time here and have not wanted for anything, and that our hospitality has been to your satisfaction. I think the most important question that we have for you all is who is participating in this alliance? We are, he gestures over to Chip. He says, we understand from the information we've learned from the revered Mr. Greengrass that the elves have taken up a position on the side of the invaders, and were wondering whether anyone else had joined them."
Oh, apologies.
Um,
I don't think so.
no, not
No,
really.
no, not really. Not in any significant force, anyways. The tieflings are, as of yet, unaccounted for. We were gonna go to them like next or whatever, but yeah, as far as we're aware, no one else is joining Balsam, and I doubt the tieflings are joining Balsam, and if they are, they're not doing so willingly. So yeah, the answer's that.
Hmm. Another halfling man steps forwards to the edge of his little sort of balcony lectern thing. Um, he says, "Well, I would like to know. So we have. So you say that all races of Kavran are united, except we can assume the elves and the tieflings are unknown. Do we have? Has any request for outside aid been granted? Have any
Uh,
requests been made?
what do you mean by?
Alliance.
Oh yeah. we have aid from some giants.
Cloud
That
giants, to be more specific.
indeed. That
You
was
see that you hear that there seems to be some murmuring, some mutterings, sort of, lots of like voices, lots of heads being put together, words being exchanged. Another voice speaks up and says, "Who sanctioned this?"
There was a vote.
Yeah, there was like a big vote. If you guys had joined the meeting, you would have found out there was like a big vote as to whether they could join the council, and they have. It was sad. Obviously, you couldn't make it if there was a malfunction with the thing, but we couldn't exactly wait around to make a decision. Time is of the essence. Shit's going down. So, yeah, decisions had to be made.
A voice speaks up and says, "Who do they think they are, deciding things without us? Surely we should have had an equal say as much as anyone else."
You would have if you were there, but you weren't. And whether that was your fault or not, it's just an unfortunate fact of life.
You should have
It's
said
sad. I agree.
something to say that you weren't going to be there.
Yeah, there are like, you have, for example, Lavinia is a very powerful, seemingly, spellcaster. I'm sure there are other spellcasters among you that we know of many spells that allow for not just teleportation, but also for sending messages. You could have sent a message to literally anybody in the council, anyone in where you knew the place was going, this meeting was going to take place, and could have informed us of anything, but nothing was said, nothing was told.
Mm-hmm.
So unfortunately, given the time constraint, we can't exactly wait for one party. So the decision had to be made without you. It's sad, I understand, but c'est la vie.
A retrospective vote should be taken, and our opinion should be taken into account. Lavinia kind of steps forward and says, "The decisions that have been made have been made. We cannot undo them in a discussion here. We are here for these individuals to kindly answer any questions we have about what decisions were made. So, in the subject of that, who else has a question for these council representatives?" A female halfling stands up and he says, "Yes, what is happening about the elves?"
Very good question. So, there was a sort of vote as to what to do about them because the human delegation didn't want to leave their cities undefended, and they wanted to attack the elves, hoping to win over, beat their forces back, and particularly defeat those who were responsible for the treachery of the elves. However, ultimately, it was decided that we needed all forces to fight against Balsam. So right now, nothing. And in the future, once Balsam has been dealt with, the elves will face repercussions for their actions. And those who made the, or not all elves, I imagine, but those who made the decisions for the elves, they'll be facing repercussions for their actions. I imagine those are to be decided at a later rate.
Okay, so in short, nothing is being done at this point.
At this point?
No. At this point, yes.
Because we need to get rid of the head thing.
Yes. The way we sort of decided it was cut the head off the snake, cut Balsam down, and the elves will ultimately not have much of an army to, fight back against us. or they will probably realize the error of their ways. They'll give in. Hopefully, they'll realize that Balsam's dead when he is dead, and they'll give up and give in. And if they don't, they'll be outnumbered by the rest of Kavran, and they'll be brought to justice.
Without the elves, what kind of force does the Alliance believe it can muster?
Well, we've got humans, we've got dwarves, we've got orcs, we have
Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, gnomes? Do they have a force? Yeah.
Well,
Plus the giant.
yeah. And then
Yes,
the
plus the giants. And we have some fire giant friends in the desert as well, awaiting our word. And we have, hopefully, you lot, if you guys are to join us in this fight.
Yes, I believe that was covered already as to which nations were involved, but I was hoping you could be more specific in terms of numbers. Are we talking 10,000, 20,000 soldiers?
I'm assuming this was discussed in the actual meeting. Ben doesn't remember, but obviously things like this probably would have been discussed in the actual meeting.
It was
And,
kind of discussed, but the humans were being a bit pedantic about things. It was all getting a bit annoying.
Okay. Well, I imagine some kind of figure was probably thrown out at some point by some people, so I'll try I'll give them my best summation of that. But I'll also just say, these are sort of estimate figures, and this is a sort of all hands on deck scenario. So I imagine it's, whatever armies they can muster at this time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and where is the rallying point?
The rallying point is, and I
Any
pull out.
forces we send, we will need to know where they will need to go and when they will need to arrive by, so we can organize anything that such a force might need in a timely manner.
Indeed. The rallying point, I believe we said, was around here? Am I right in thinking that, gang? It was like here.
I thought they were all gonna come in from each side, so it would split up their army.
Yes, that was it.
So the
it was
orcs
the orcs and stuff were going to come in this way.
Yeah.
Dwarves are coming that way, and humans are going to come in this way.
Dragonborn this
Try
side.
and, yeah. So I'd probably say, everyone was coming in different ways. If you wanted to, obviously, with you being on the same sort of side as the dwarves, it might make sense if the heads of whatever forces you have here made contact with the dwarven commanders and generals to try and discuss maybe combining your forces, as it sort of seems that you're coming from the same side. Or the orcs, either way. Probably the dwarf. I imagine the dwarves might be a bit better because obviously they're literally, they have to go through the dwarven lands to even get there. So I'm kind of thinking your forces go through the dwarven lands, get to the dwarven place, and then head up with them the rest of the way.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. But obviously it's up to them and whatever they want to do. But that's the sort of thinking. That's the plan at the minute. Because then, as we say, it splits up their army and keeps them guessing while we three, go in and take care of Balsam. As we say, cut the head off the snake, kick the guy's ass, and hopefully the magic that is holding at least half or most of his army together, the sort of undead army, will fail as he's obviously controlling it, and that will mean that they just either become corpses or mindless very easy to pick off undead, and the rest of the battle is won. That's the plan at the moment.
You seem to know a lot about this. Can you tell us more about your experience fighting the undead? If
Hell,
I'm to understand you correctly, it sounds like you four will be the only hope that we have.
well, I wouldn't say we're the only hope. Obviously, there are 4 armies going up against his army, so should we fail, one would hope that at the very least we've distracted Balsam from his fight enough to maybe get an upper hand in the battle that is going on. But we have had extensive experience fighting the undead. We've killed vampires, we've killed there was an undead wizard once, I think, if I remember rightly. There was a bunch of stuff in a bunch of different planes of existence. We've killed fuck tons of dragons and warriors and all kinds of things.
Ghosts.
Very expensive. Yeah, ghosts. We killed a lot of ghosts. Yeah, fighting undead, fighting demons, fighting bad guys is kind of our entire shtick. So, yeah, I'm feeling fairly confident.
Okay. Another question they have is, and what about supplies? When I believe when this was originally talked about, there was a vast amount of scouting done to try and find a suitable supply route. Who is organizing supplies?
Again, I assume this was spoken about in the meeting. I don't think us 3, like, Ben, Abby, Chantel, asked about that, but I assume this would have been spoken about.
There
And
was like more talks after, but
yes,
that we were like, we're not fucking listening.
yeah.
All
So
the thing happened, but it wasn't relevant to.
Yeah, it wasn't relevant. Like, we were probably like there, sat there, but we, us 3 probably couldn't comment on, like, supplies and stuff. We can maybe give some advice, but yeah, we probably can't. We can't tell them people what to do, so we probably sat there quietly. But we probably listened out. So I tell them who is in charge of the supplies and the supply runs, and I would probably suggest that again they speak to the dwarves, as their supply chains would probably be very similar. So I imagine trying to get supplies alongside the dwarves and sort of connect their supply chain up through the mountains to the dwarves and then up to the desert is probably quite a good idea. That's the thinking.
Okay. One very quite elderly looking halfling kind of pushes himself out of his chair, and with the help of the younger looking halfling next to him, he says, "Well, you seem to know a reasonable amount, and we thank you for coming to tell us this. But the one question I have is, what preparations have been made to account for the continual attacks by fiends upon our lands while our armies are away?"
Have you raised this with the council that you're being attacked?
Well, yes, our understanding was it was the same everywhere, and that small villages and towns had been assaulted by fiends and devils quite frequently.
Well,
you will remember at one point upon your return to Rosen's End, you did learn that a significant, like there had been a significant fire in the city due to some of these devil attacks were ongoing, and one of the reasons why King Corwin was kind of reluctant to commit uh, all his forces is because a lot of his small folk were being attacked on a semi-regular basis. So his, barons and lords and things had kind of pulled back a load of people to help look after their own small folk.
I mean, you'd hope that if all the armies have gone to fight Balsam, all of the fiends would be like, oh, they would redeploy the fiends and be like, get them.
And also, if not, like even if not, you don't have your, like I'm assuming this place doesn't have its standing army just there all the time defending against fiends. Like obviously you would keep your guards here and things like that. You do need some defense for round here, some home defense, but like I'm assuming that would be your city guards and maybe a small battalion of people to defend you, from small fiend attacks. But
Well, yes, the
and then you would
larger occupations would be potentially have the people remaining that could take on those duties. But I'm talking about the small villages, the hamlets, the little hill dwellings, where only a handful of people live, and few enough of those of fighting ages. It sounds like you're proposing that we take all those people out and leave the children and the elderly vulnerable.
We never said that.
no. What I would recommend is, I mean, again, this is
This isn't
individual.
conscription.
Yeah, this is like individual for every place. So if you want to conscript everybody into your army, that is fine. You go ahead. This is a big fight we're going through, and it's probably maybe needed. But what I would probably recommend is you bring all those people into this main city, and you keep one place defended. They're
Just
far,
for
far,
now.
like, yeah, just for now. Obviously, not for like a long time, because one farm or a couple of farms around the outside might be attacked. So you're going to want to hoard. You're going to want to ration food and hoard things until the army returns. But like at the end of the day, it's either everybody goes and we end this now, and your people have a few weeks or months of being attacked, or you all burn and die eventually. And these demon attacks never stop, ever, until this whole place is gone. Garnenheim, Atharlan, Jalnuth, Winstad, everywhere, gone. Not to be pedantic about the whole situation, but that is where we stand on the whole world-ending undead army thing. Things are going to be difficult now. I understand that, and I understand you need to look out for your people. But in the future, we're fighting for a better future. That's what we're doing, kind of thing. And I know it's difficult because you can't just say, all right, get people in from farms and stuff, because obviously people still need to be working on them. And these are people's livelihoods that could potentially be destroyed. But also think, what's a demon going to do to a farm if there's no one there? It's probably just going to pass right by over it and go where all the people are. And all the people will be, assumingly, somewhere like here, somewhere where it is defendable by your guards and anyone who is available here.
Lavinia, it's not derisively. Defendable? Have you looked around, O great warrior? This is a town. We don't have walls. We barely even have guards. We are a peaceful people. We don't build great cities and fortresses. Our security is in our ability to remain undetected.
Okay, do that then. Just
Yeah.
try and remain undetected.
There's the whole ass mountain range back there. Just go in there, hide. That's also fine. Whatever
Go
keeps your
underground.
people safe. Yeah, go underground. Go to the dwarves, maybe. Maybe you could speak to the dwarves and say, look, while at war or whatever, our people are going to be, both of our peoples are going to be vulnerable. Why don't we try and stick together? There's a place called Malterimheim that's not too far from here. Maybe you could speak to them, talk about something defensive there. Or there's a whole forest just on the other side of you. You could also try and hide in there somewhere. Or take to the sea and go to Hannerton across the Sharktooth Bay. Whatever your people need to do to be safe. Because obviously, okay, yes, here isn't the most defendable place, but it is potentially defendable. It's better than just sitting out in the open. You can make any.
One of the halfling patrols said that forest is not a safe place. We would not go there.
All right, then don't go there. Gonna be honest, I don't think we've ever been there, so that's on me.
Curse lies on those woods.
Yeah, then maybe don't go there. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. But anywhere in the mountains, that's fine. As we say, I'm sure there's cave systems somewhere nearby you could try and hide in. I'm sure there are, there's Multormheim or whatever, or Garnenheim. There are going to be places around that are more defendable than this one. Even if it is, your people rely on hiding, that's fine. Hide somewhere then. Get your people to somewhat safety. And I know it's hard, but wait it out, because there will be, I guess, a better tomorrow. It's going to suck for a little while, but there'll be a better.
Well, you've given us a great deal to think about. Your advice is to hide, to take shelter is one we shall think on most carefully. I don't have any more questions other than, when does the assault take place?
I think we said about 2 months. That was it, right? Yeah, it was
something like that.
Yeah, I give them the exact date that we proposed the assault take place. So it's like a month ago, 2 months ago, real time. So
very well. Halfling kind of steps back and kind of looks around to see if anyone else seems to have any more questions. Lavinia steps up again and says, well, I think that's given us plenty to think about. Thank you for your visit. You would be most welcome to stay for another night, a week. Our hospitality is at your disposal. However, we totally understand if important people such as yourselves do have other places to be.
Suddenly being kind of okay. I don't like that.
Maybe it's because we've now done this meeting, so we can fuck off and they can continue to do nothing.
I mean, if they want to do nothing, that's all they got to say.
Yeah. Should we say something about that? I feel like we should say something about that.
What about doing nothing?
Yeah, we've heard lots of rumors of them doing nothing. What's the deal? Do we mention about the meeting that we overheard last night about a bunch of people meeting up and saying, "Hey, we want to do nothing."
Meeting? I thought you said beating, and I was like, Jesus Christ!
No, not beating.
I'm not sure we should admit that we were listening.
No, but obviously we overheard a bunch of people basically saying we don't want to join this fight, so let's not. Do we say anything about joining up or whatever? I think before everyone leaves, Stix would just sort of say, and look, I know it's very, very scary, but this is a sort of all hands on deck scenario. I can't order you around. I can't force you to do anything. Of course I can't. But I would say that the more people we have in this fight, the more likely it is we win it. Because if we lose it, it's not like, oh no, we've lost. I guess we'll try again another day, or that sucks. No, if we lose this fight, that's it. We're done for. The end. Kavran's gone. You guys included. So, it'd be very, very helpful if we got everybody in on this. So just take that into account in your thing. Because Balsam, his whole plan is that he wants people for some kind of big army to raid Hell. I don't know if you guys know much about Hell, but Hell is just going to keep churning through fucking demons and devils, whether he attacks it or not. There's no beating Hell. You can't just go into Hell and have a big army to beat Hell. It's clearly up to something else. So, yeah. Joining him's bad. Joining us is good. Enough said. Mic drop. Stix. Walks backwards. And then he picks up the mic because actually it's quite rude to just drop that on the floor.
Okay, well. Let's just make a... It's quite an impassioned speech, so just make a persuasion check for me.
Oh boy! Give me persuasion. I'm a plus 11 in persuasion. Come on. My character sheet will fucking load. Really, really big anticlimax.
That's 11. That's approaching Aramis levels.
Yeah. 27.
27. Okay. Thank you. But yeah, would you guys plan to depart?
I guess so. I mean, I get, for all our hatred towards some of the people here, like Lavinia and stuff like that, I don't think there's really anything we can do. It's not like we can just.
looking at the mirror.
So you investigated it, you found that it still had the capabilities to connect to at least one other mirror.
Yeah. Like, we contacted Lady Cathra.
Was she there?
Yeah, she was there. We, spoke to her. Hi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we used the mirror, and then I think we made an Arcana check to use it. Klari passed, and we spoke, and I think Lady Cathra or someone was in front of it, and we said hello, and she said hello, how are things going? We said, pretty good, yeah, and then we hung up. If I remember rightly, I might be wrong about that, but yeah.
Yeah, you found that the mirror looked... From what you couldn't find, from your examinations, you didn't find any signs of tampering with it. And so you don't know whether or not it worked, or whether or not it had an issue because of the number of connections it was trying to make. You think like trying to plug if you plug one plug into a plug, it's fine, but then if you plug like two into it, essentially, and three into it, then four, it has the potential to cause that kind of effect.
Yeah. That was it.
So
yeah. So I guess if there's nothing else we can really do, I guess we just head back and hope they join. I guess come back in a bit and hope things are.
I mean, the rest of the council can follow up with them at some point. It's not really.
Yeah. I guess our job was literally just to come here and tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
Are we going to go?
So
I can't
as
remember.
you're
Did we say
kind of making your way out, you kind of overhear Lavinia's voices. Tarwick, go and fetch young Cade. He needs to answer for his discretions on his when he was bringing our guests to see us. And but that's kind of what you hear as you are departing.
Yeah.
want to ask her what's happening with Cade.
Yeah, what'll happen to him? What punishments will he be given? I suppose.
It depends what answers he has for our questions. But if he is found guilty of mistreating guests, he'll be sentenced to hard labor. A couple of
Okay.
years of farm work should toughen him up.
Even if someone told him to do it?
If someone told him to do what?
Get us lost.
Well, if he can prove that someone did that, then both individuals shall have to face the judgment of the council, and the families will decide a fitting course of action.
I don't like this woman at all. Where
Yeah.
is Cade? Do we know?
You don't know? Probably in the village somewhere.
Before we go, can I see if I can find him?
Yeah, someone's literally been sent to get him, so.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm gonna go see if I can find him before the other guy does.
Okay. Make an investigation check at disadvantage.
Is it that one?
No, it's
No.
not below that one.
8.
You spend like 5-10 minutes just sort of like going around the houses and things in the nearby vicinity before you spot Cade kind of being just kind of being escorted. He's not like tied up or like handcuffed or manacled or anything. He's just walking with like a group of like a couple of other people, one of which you recognize to be one of the guard-like figures of the town.
Couldn't I go to the guard and ask to speak to Cade? Just quickly before.
Make a persuasion check. 3. He just says, "I'm sorry, but my orders are to bring him to the halfling council. If he wishes to speak to you afterwards, then feel free to stay. As I understand, you have the hospitality of the village, so please make yourselves at home."
I'll just quickly say to him, I hope you have some hard evidence.
Kind of just doesn't seem to register it on his face. His face doesn't like register it.
I'll let him go. Poor boy.
Oh boy.
Well, what would you all like to do now?
I guess now it's back to the back to Gardenheim, I suppose. Or I can't remember if we said we were going to go speak to the tieflings afterwards, or whether we were gonna.
I think the problem was we didn't know where they were.
Yeah, like we kind of assumed they were in like this section next to the Elven Forest, because that's where we were told they would be last time. They'd sort of set up camps and were getting help from the elves as refugees. But I don't know if they're still there, and if going there would cause a lot of problems. And I can't remember if we said we would go, and because I know we mentioned we could go find out what's happening with them, but we were also very aware that they likely had some kind of something was likely happening with them and the elves. So whether we should go there or not was up for debate. But I can't remember what we said.
I feel like it's. I feel like we should see if we can find them.
Yeah, we can quickly dip in,
Yeah.
have a look see. Right then, everybody gather around. It's time for some teleporting, people. I don't know. Have we been anywhere near here before? Did we go to these mountains at any point?
Yeah, we went to those mountains.
I can't
You
remember.
died on those mountains.
I've never died before.
No, I thought that was those twin mountains that we died on.
No, it was
No.
3.
Oh. Then what happened in these mountains? Oh, these mountains are when we went and found no. Yeah, we found an old thing of no. Was it in these mountains we found an old thing of Neo's? There was an old castle. Yeah.
It was
There was
part of Uxin's lair.
Yeah, in these mountains was Uxin. No, these mountains was Uxin's lair. These two mountains over here, I don't know what they were.
No, you haven't visited those ones.
Yeah, and every time I look at them, I think we've been there, but we actually haven't been there. That's fine. So, I guess, well, go there. I would say familiar with that territory. I'd need to look up.
We have been to those mountains because we walked from the Shattered Shore.
We would have passed by them.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to those two right now, but
No.
you know.
So I've been in sight of them, but
yeah.
Oh fuck, that's a lot of reading. Spell City teleports you. Familiarity with the destination determines whether you arrive there successfully. The DM rolls a D100, consults a table. Familiar mishaps, similar areas on target. 0 to 100.
I would say you are. What's the definition of very familiar? A place you have visited often, a place you have carefully studied, or a place you can see when you. Seen casually is a place you have seen more than once, but of which I would say seen casually is probably best describes your familiarity with that mountain range.
What, the one we died at?
Yes, a place you have seen more than once, but are not very familiar with.
I think I'm pretty damn familiar with somewhere I died at.
Thought you hadn't died.
I've never died in my life.
But if she had, she'd be very familiar with the place it happened.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Because I think to be very familiar, you have to have spent an extended period of time somewhere.
Look, death is a long thing if I had died.
To be fair, very familiar. Hold on, this is in. Oh wait, permanent circle, associated object, very familiar is 1 to 5, 6 to 13, 14 to 24. What is this description? Right, I'm looking it up on the internet. What fucking.
This is long. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because Roll20 doesn't.
Doesn't table.
Yeah. Because very familiar, the options are 1 to 5, 6 to 13, 14 to 24, and 25 to 100. And those options correlate to mishap, similar area, off target, and on target. But when you share the spell, it doesn't properly convey the tabularized format of that information.
Yeah. So we need to roll. Oh, we have a 75% chance.
Well, I'm saying this is seen casually. So you
Oh,
have
sorry.
to roll
In casual. So we have
54 or above to be on target.
You know what? Off target is also fine because we need to get there anyways.
Off target. You and your group.
And when we get there, we can just wind walk to where we need to go, so that's fine.
And you're 2d12 miles away from the destination. Oh, the new
All right.
version is 2d12 miles off target, whereas I think in the old version that you've got there is something like 10d10 or something like that. Yeah, distance is 1d10 times 1d10% of the distance.
Yeah,
For off target.
I think it's
So,
just a bath, but I get it. I do
which,
get it.
given how far you are going, could be fucking miles.
It could be fucking miles,
So I'm
but
going to go with the new
in
version
that
because
sense,
that's the book that I've pulled out, which means you'll be a maximum of 24 miles in a random direction from where you're aiming to be.
well, we can cover that in 8 hours of a wind walk, so that's fine. You can cover that in 8 hours on a walk. I've done it. I've done that in 8 hours on a walk.
It's a maximum of 1 day away from your target.
Sweet. I
feel
like
like they've
that.
gone from one extreme to another.
I think that's okay when you consider the level of the spell you're expending and the
Yeah.
fact that in 1 day a lot can happen. Like, you know, say you're trying to travel to, like, I don't know, a village that you frequently go to. Like, within 1 day, you can still be, like, I don't know, attacked by bandits or some shit between there and there. Anyway, I'm a roll. I guess I'll roll that D100 now.
I guess so.
Oh, does anyone? Oh wait, does anyone have anything from Uxin's lair?
Mm.
No, I don't think we do.
I'm
Oh.
sure we took stuff from it.
We took our stuff back from it.
Was that not where I got my owl goggles?
Was it?
I know that was the dragons. It was from a dragon's hole.
You know, that might be where you got your owl goggles. But then, with that,
the dragon sword.
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's where I got my owl goggles. Because everyone was like looking for their stuff, but there was nothing left to look for. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll just look for something cool. And I got owl goggles.
yes, yeah, we were rolling randomly for like what we would get, and yeah, you got some cool goggles.
Yeah.
So I guess, could I use her owl goggles as an object to get me back to Uxin's lair?
Let me consult another book.
Or would that be like,
Contains information on objects in dragon lairs. Just roleplay amongst yourselves while I look this up.
Game of rock, paper, scissors, anybody?
oh yeah, let's do it.
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors.
go! Rock, paper,
Paper,
scissors,
scissors.
go! Oh.
Haha! Get papered.
Best of three, gotta do it again.
Alright.
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors,
scissors,
go!
go. Haha! Rock,
Paper, scissors, go!
go.
Okay, I think I died. Again.
Haha!
Rip.
Nailed it.
Well, that was great fun.
That was great fun. That's what me and Arwen are doing while Clary's trying to remember whether our goggles were actually from the lair or not.
I know, I'm sure they were.
I know you are, but this is what I'm just trying
Oh,
to
right.
up here while JJ looks through tomes. He consults the tomes.
Clary doesn't have memory issues. She knows it's
Clary knows everything.
She has.
So, I have a semantical question for you.
Uh-huh.
If an item doesn't originate from somewhere, but spends an amount of time somewhere, where does it come from?
Well, if I was talking about people, I would say it depends on the person. Because, like, I would consider myself Welsh, but I've not lived in Wales in a very, very, very long time. I've lived in England for most of that time. Am I English? No. I guess you would also say, for example, if you go to the British Museum and you look at an Indian relic, you would say that is an Indian relic.
Okay. Let's take you again for an example.
Okay.
You are from Wales, but
Yes.
when Chantel met you, you were from Bournemouth. Like you were picked up in Bournemouth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it.
You you were forged. That's weird, but you know what I mean?
Like, to her, I am from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Or like a good example, if when you buy something, like say a piece of clothing,
Yeah.
and someone, oh my god, I love that. Where did you get it? You'd be like, oh, it's from Primark.
Oh yeah,
But it wasn't made.
you wouldn't say
in
it's from
China.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
wouldn't say it's from Bangladesh.
But
You'd
That's
say
a better
from
one
Primark.
way to
Primark.
describe it. Well done. I know where I was going with it.
Very good.
Yeah, so I suppose
I
That's
mean,
really good.
I had the thought from what you said, so
Teamwork.
if you had an item of clothing, for example, that you imported, say for the examples of a teleportation spell, if you were trying to teleport to someone and you had a piece of their clothing,
Mhm.
you would quite rightly say that that would take you to them
Yes,
because
not
it
to
is
where the
their
clothing.
clothing, not to whoever made it or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
The thing, I
Yeah.
think it's where you associate it with, where your strongest feeling of it is, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I guess the whole point of the spell is it has a connection to that place, and you have a connection to it. Therefore, your connection, like say my rock in Garnenheim, like they likely dug that rock out of somewhere in Garnenheim and put that rock there. But I teleport to where I took that rock from. I don't teleport to some random hall. I teleport to exactly where I picked up that rock from.
Mm.
You get me?
Yeah. Just trying to work out whether or not if an item's stolen.
Well, I didn't ask anyone for that rock, but I took it. And Uxin likely didn't take, would you say it belonged to Uxin? He likely stole it from someone else.
Well, that's what I'm trying to work out, whether or not it belonged to him and will take you there, or whether or not it will take you
It
to
was
where it.
found there, though.
Yeah.
It was
The argument
stolen
about
by.
the association, Clary's association is that it is from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Uxin, like dragons being very possessive of their hordes, would obviously consider it for the purposes of dragon magic, where dragons are more powerful with their hordes. That therefore means, in the magical sense and in the dragon's sense, which is what gives them their magic, he would consider it his because it is part of his horde.
I think I agree. I think the owl mask will count as an associated object.
yeah.
Yes!
Ooh.
Good job, guys.
Which also saves me thinking up where does it originally come from?
It's
And whose
Boom.
shop are you originally randomly going to appear in?
now not a shop,
Oh,
actually.
it comes from a shop down the road from the mountain. Cool. So yeah, with Clary's goggles, I take them, I put them on because I think it's funny, and I teleport us to Uxin's lair. That's the
Okay.
exact.
You
We're about
depart
to drag, guys.
the halfling village, and yeah, you very rapidly find yourselves inside a dark cave that, for some of you, there's some familiarity and probably quite unpleasant memories.
I don't think I've ever been here before.
Nah, never
That
seen it
happened.
in my life.
So, will one of you roll a straight d20 for me?
Study D20. Pow! 9.
Okay. As you look around, Klari, you would most easily identify, as probably the only one to have seen this before, that you are right next to a not insignificant pile of treasure. It is nowhere near as luxurious or grand as Uxin's hoard was, and it does not shine so brightly, mainly due to the fact that silhouetted against the shimmering gold is the scaled figure of what looks to be quite a young dragon. And as you all take this in and pause, you can just hear the gentle, rhythmic rumbling of a sleeping dragon.
How old?
Young.
Young like Hugo young?
The classification of, Hugo is still considered a wormling. So he would be considered young, which, I always forget the range, but it's like less than 100. Certainly less than 100. It's like less than 10 or something like that. You always forget what page it's on as well. I really need to remember because it's a very useful page in this book. And that ages.
Okay.
Little pages. Pages that I've seen. News. No, that didn't have ages. That was about items and
You said young.
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
It was about items and whether or not they. I seem to remember it being in range. No, yeah, too far. He's going to really. Either way, young. The classification of young.
What
You would
color
recognize.
is?
Difficult to make out in the dark, either black or green.
Okay.
I
I
think it will next.
am
For
going
5 years.
So he's
to.
older than 5. How big is he?
Would be considered probably somewhere between medium and large.
Okay, give me on your hands. How big is he?
Like nose to tail, about 10 feet.
Has
Maybe like
it?
8 foot at the shoulder.
So, like, he's a hefty. You could ride him.
Oh yeah,
Like Toothless.
bigger.
Bigger than Toothless.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, young
Okay.
dragons are in their first century of life. Is what a dragon is, as the classification of young. And it goes wormling, young, adult, ancient, great worm. And great worm are like thousands of years old.
Little boy, boy,
So, like,
big
looking
boy.
at it, you don't think would be a, with your capabilities, that would probably not be a physical threat to you, but you have just appeared in a dragon's lair. There is a sleeping dragon.
Bestie.
Has it like have we woken it up or is it like still asleep when
No,
we
it is a sleeping dragon.
Okay.
Well, we are friends of dragons, so
We are the dragons, but I don't think I just whisper like I don't think we want to just appear in a dragon's lair and piss it off. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and cast Windwalk so that we can get out of here because I don't want to. I mean, if you want to talk to him, you can do. I need to take a minute to do this, so hold on. And I turn around and I'm gonna start casting Windwalk. Whatever you want to do while I'm doing that is up to you.
can you go? Oh, I don't know. Can Hugo talk in his head?
Can he talk in his head?
You know how he talks in my head?
Yeah.
Do I have to be awake for him to do that?
Yeah, because it's not like speech.
Just thought.
It's like
Just
no, it's not like telepathic speech. He communicates through like pictures and emotion.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So I mean, if he did that while you were sleeping, it would probably influence your dreams, but not much else, unless it was like really urgent. In which case, he would probably more likely notify you through like
Just jumping
physical
on me.
nudging or making an actual noise.
Can he talk to the dragon? In what I mean, when I say talk, I don't actually mean talk. I mean
Yeah.
like
He could try and communicate with them, but it would probably be similar. If he just did that, it would probably potentially like influence their dreams slightly, but
well,
probably not as much as you because it doesn't have the same level of connection.
yeah, no. I'll
It would be
see.
like someone whispering cheese, cheese while you were sleeping, whether or not that would influence your dreams.
Can he kind of do like pictures of us and him and friend?
Yeah, you can try.
That's what he just wants to do.
Okay.
Just in case he does wake up. It's
Okay.
kind of subconsciously in his mind that these could be friends. Or if we come across him again, it will be like, oh, I saw you in a dream one time. Can young ones talk?
Yeah. Yeah, because
Amazing.
they're over the 5 years old.
Hmm.
Like Hugo will probably learn to talk in like a year or so.
Can we do it like the end of the Dragon Prince, where Zim eventually learns to talk in the very final bit of the thing, and it's a really disappointing voice?
No, because I don't want to have to remember a voice for Hugo, and I don't think Abby wants me to give him a voice really either. Because he won't be what she imagines, and it will upset her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably.
that's fair. What happened at the end of the Dragon Prince when that was not the voice I imagined Zim
No,
having?
this wasn't the one I imagined either for Zim.
It was weird. Didn't like it. Anywho,
Okay,
yes,
so
cast it.
Stix is just casting Windwalk.
Indeed. Does anything happen over the minute I'm casting it, or are we good to go?
Oh yeah, no,
Nope.
Cool. We are now.
oh, is that ugly thing? Oh yeah, I love that ugly thing.
She's talking about the frog. I can't remember the name of the frog.
Bait.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
Bait.
yeah. Bait is
Bait.
the ugly thing, not Zim.
I love the ugly thing.
Bait's the best.
Oh.
I thought you were going babe.
No,
Like
bait.
I'd just forgotten
Bait.
something, and my heart literally skipped a beat for a second there. I was fucking terrified.
Bait.
But bait is brilliant. Bait's the
Bait
best
is
character.
great.
Oh, look at this little dragon.
Yeah, that's why I said I think you should watch it because I think you'd love it.
But do any of the dragons die?
Oh yeah, you would really like it. It's brilliant.
Do the dragons die? No? Do you pinky promise that none of the dragons die?
Well,
I can't watch it if a dragon... Like a good dragon. Does a good dragon die?
good sir.
I can't do it. I
Good.
can't.
That'd be
I gonna
ruining the show for you if we just told
to-
you.
Yeah, but I don't like crying over dead dragons.
I can't
I-
tell you
that-
without ruining it.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
astounded you've never seen it. It is a brilliant, brilliant show on Netflix. It's so good.
Someone's burning something.
And there's a new season coming out, and it's got one of the main characters is voiced by the guy who plays Sokka from The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
And in the next season, someone is voiced by the guy who plays the fire guy. Suko, yeah.
I didn't know.
Zuko, not Suko. A lot of good actors in it.
Anyway,
Anywho,
you are all wind.
Wind!
You, fly out of the treasure chamber into I don't know whether or not you remember, a large, basically like cavernous sort of corridor.
I remember.
That turns one way goes left and one way goes right. And to the right, it slopes slightly down. Which way would you like to go?
Oh god, I forgot about this. I thought it just went straight up into an open bit, but I think that's later on. I guess we'll go. Wait, Klari, you remember which way we left at? Which way did we go? If you could cast your mind back to about 9 months ago.
Clary might remember, but Chantal does not.
Chantal does not. Would Klari remember this information?
It would have been like 14 months ago in game, so
And like 2 years ago in real life.
so just for the heck for the fun of it, if Chantal doesn't remember, then Clary doesn't either.
Fair.
Wait, what were the
The options were left that slopes slightly up or right that slopes slightly down.
go up?
Yeah, up.
Okay, you head left along the corridor. You fly for several minutes before you come to a large opening where the cavern drops down into sort of a well-like structure, maybe like 80 to 100 feet across. And then looking up, you can see through a big tangle of roots and vines that pierce through the walls of this shaft, daylight above you.
That's it. There were vines and shit, and it was all a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you never really encountered it, but there was a fun fight with some blood oozes that could have taken place where you would have had to make a lot of checks to avoid falling down and things like that, and they were going to try and push you off.
I mean, we were already falling anyway.
Yeah, but you'd have like fallen rather than like climbed down, fallen.
Mm.
But hey,
Were we falling? I turned into a massive bird.
Yeah, you did that on the way out.
Yeah,
It was a whole
Uh,
thing.
It was. It was a lot of fun.
it was a
It
lot
was
of fun.
stressful.
You were dead. You were fine. I mean, you were having a nap. You were fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, you can see the sky and you can make your way the tangled branches and vines. No impedance to your wind forms as you fly up and out.
Woohoo! So in wind form, how far did we say we could travel in a day? It was
So you
about
can travel
two.
about 240 miles because your speed is 10 times that of
Yeah.
um
400.
no, it's like two because your normal travel speed is like 24 miles a day
Oh, yeah, no,
is
you're
like
right.
average travel speed on foot. So if you're like if you've got like mounts and like wagons and stuff, you can go faster. If the terrain's really difficult, then you go slower. So an average travel speed is 30 feet. Wind form, your speed is 300, so times it by 10, you can go 240 miles in a day.
Cool. So that would be about 2.5 squares, which
No, that would be
No.
like close to 8 squares.
oh yeah, I'm for some reason I
Yeah,
thought of the bottom.
I think you
So,
used to have a
yeah, I
different
guess we
scale
can.
on the map, but I shrunk it down. As in, I made the squares on the map smaller. The scale bar at the bottom's always been the same size.
I see. So I guess uh, we travel sort of like over this way and keep our eye out for a big group of people. I'm assuming a whole civilization of people will be pretty well, kind of hard to spot when you think of the amount of space there is, but also like not the hardest because there's hopefully somewhere a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry.
Where is it? Okay. So where are you heading?
Heading around like this area for now, and then I guess we'll just look around these like I imagine 6 squares up here, like just flying
Okay.
around.
Uh, so probably around the middle of the day. So you probably got about 8 hours until it's kind of late in the evening. Um, to kind of search that area. I would say probably after around 4 hours, uh, you realize that there is nothing sort of in this vicinity that you were initially scouting.
Okay, yeah, these like 6 squares around us.
Yeah, so like 2 or 3 squares kind of either side of where you
Okay.
are to the east and west.
Okay. Beyond that, then the only other thing I can think is if we left towards Yelion, because there's obviously civilization there, and that's where a lot of stuff was happening.
I
So
think they were more over here.
yeah, all right, then I guess we'll use whatever remainder of the day we can, the spell we can, because you said after about 4 hours, right? So we've looked
Yeah,
around
so
this.
you've got about 120 miles. So
So I guess we'll start making our way around this
yeah,
area.
you probably got enough time and time left in the spell that you could make it to Rosenzen.
Oh.
Or at least, you could make it close enough that you could get to Rosenzen, by nightfall or something like that. Because if you've used half your time, you've got about 120 miles of range left.
Mm.
I mean, as long as we end somewhere where there's a tree, we can just go home. Because I
Yeah.
still have.
Yeah, you still got your spells.
Yeah. So you keep heading in that direction as the sun kind of sets in the west and kind of illuminates the whole of the west plain below you, and the shadows lengthen as you're flying around. What sort of height are you guys anticipating that you're flying at? Are you going like
Yeah, I'd
bird
imagine
height
pretty
all the
high
way?
to try. Like, yeah, at least bird height to try and get a good view of the land.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So as you keep going, you draw within like 25 to 30 miles of the Red Spear Mountains, which are the mountains to the east of Rosenzen, and you spot the signs of a large, long-term camp that has been set up there.
Excellent. I guess we'll head down, take a closer look.
As you head down and you start to be able to pick out more details, even as the light is beginning to fade, you can see big patches of like bare earth, dusty and brown. You can see a handful of sort of tents and things, but you don't see any people.
Hmm. That's a problem.
Spells do I have?
Do you have detect tiefling? I'm assuming like detect good and evil. Obviously, that detect. Would that work at all on like tieflings or Asimar?
I mean, Asimar probably, because they are, like, at the very least, part celestial in heritage.
So, I mean, aren't tieflings
Tieflings are a
technically?
bit
No,
further
yeah,
removed.
yeah. Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
It's kind of like the difference between being like cousins and like third cousins. Yes, there's a link there, but it's not as strong, and probably
Oh,
not strong enough for that spell to pick up on. Again, the
right.
intended purpose of that spell being to look for powerful or more powerful creatures in those various categories to alert you to
Right.
danger.
In this place, does there seem to be like a camp or something that would have had an important person? Like, are there any belongings? Are there any?
I mean, you can make an investigation check if you want.
Yeah. That one?
Mm-hmm.
No. Quite like shit.
You have a look around and you find, other than like a couple of, kind of broken tents, and they've got like, sort of like broken like tent poles and things, and you kind of turn them over and they don't really have anything underneath. Other than that, you don't really find anything in the vicinity.
Do they look like they've been murdered?
It doesn't look like it. You don't see like, clouds of crows picking over like corpses or anything like that.
Yeah, there's no like massive bodies or anything here.
And there's no big pile of bodies or anything. It looks like a place that once had a very large camp for a long time. You can see sort of quite regularly spaced. There are patches of brown earth where a tent presumably stood for some time and all the grass underneath it died, and then there's like a ring around it um, where grass did grow, but there's also like a line through it where it constantly got like walked up and down to go in and out of the tent. You can see, you know, the equivalent of sort of like roads where, main thoroughfares of foot traffic would have gone up and down and things like that.
Right. Okay.
It just looks like an abandoned camp that held a large number of people for a significant period of time.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess they're not here anymore then. And they haven't been here for some time, it seems.
I mean, after this, it's almost the evening, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sun is setting. If you guys want to, get to Rosenzen, it'll probably take you, a good few hours. To get to the city proper, you've got to travel around the mountains to get there. You would certainly be arriving after dark, or you could obviously tree stride into your house.
Can I? It's not going to work, but it's almost the end of the day, and I'm probably not going to need any spell slots. Can I try scrying?
Do you have a focus worth 1,000 gold? Such as a crystal ball, silver mirror, or a font filled with holy water?
I mean, she has a focus, and it belongs to Arwen. Surely, it's got to be over 1,000 gold by relevance alone.
I thought I didn't need components.
Components that have a gold cost you need. Like, do you remember you needed
Then what's
that?
the point of my fish stick? Stinky fish stick.
So that is for a specific spell.
Oh.
Whichever spell that is.
For fuck's sake.
I want to know what spell is a stinky fish stick.
It's one of your dragon ones, isn't it?
Piper had a crystal ball to use scrying, but I think that's his character sheet.
An early one.
Yeah, but I thought it was still. Yeah, the components for one of the spells that Abby has is, it's something like a gold encrusted fish or something like that, or a fish held in a gold encrusted container or something like that.
I see.
Smelly fish acorn.
Yeah, smelly fish acorn. Yeah, it's something like a fish wrapped in gold inside an acorn worth,
Yeah.
No, it's not that one.
Anything that's got M in the components. Anyway, while Arwen looks that up, what would you all like to do?
I would like to. Sorry, I'm just looking through to see because.
Summon beast.
No.
Yeah, summon beast needs a feather, a tuft of fur, a fish tail inside a gilded acorn worth 200 gold.
Oh shit!
Stupid thing.
Ugh.
Does this consume?
No.
Oh, I have a mirror.
Is it worth
Hold on.
1,000 gold though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because we did scrying when I was Piper, and I don't have the thing we used on Piper's character sheet. And we used a mirror. We didn't use a crystal ball.
Magic mirror of dragonborns. That's got to be worth 1,000 gold. That thing's mental, and it's going to turn you into a dragon.
Yeah. So you want to use that?
But it won't consume it, will it?
What do you mean?
Does it?
The spell scrying doesn't consume the object.
No. So the object will be fine.
Yeah.
Not then, yeah.
Okay. You want to use that mirror?
Why are you saying use that mirror? I'm confused.
Do you want to use that mirror?
As the focus for the spell.
Yes.
Okay.
If I don't have enough, does it still consume my spell slot?
I mean, also, if we have to sleep out here for the night, that's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, we can still get back to Rosenstone. It's fine.
Yeah.
I just don't want the mirror to disintegrate and die. Is my only thing.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking up what the mirror does again. Don't worry. So yeah, you're going to cast scrying using the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay. So you pull the mirror out, and obviously you have to look in it to cast a spell.
Why do I have to look in it? Can't I look at the back of it?
No, because it's the reflective surface of.
That's not what it says.
You have to look in. It's like water or a mirror, or you can't look at the back of it because the image will be in the surface of the mirror.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that then. What's font? What does that mean?
A font is like a basin.
Can I use my I'm not going to do that. I have some holy water. Can I look into the holy water?
Again, it's.
Can I put my eye in it?
It's the item that needs to be like, unless you have either 1,000 golds worth of holy water.
I mean, this is very holy water.
Or it'll be, like a rare, gilded ornate font that it needs to go in to have that.
This is bullshit.
Military value. I know. Magic's just not for poor people. Like you. With your 14,000 gold. Sorry, 19,000 gold.
Thank you, get it right. Can I just use gold? Can I just look into my piles of gold?
No. Magic's also pernickety like that.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm going home. Fuck this.
I am sure in the back.
Can I just take this with me and then go to our house? And our house has got to have something downstairs in that weird magic room. It's got to have a font.
Are you sure in the bag of there's no
It's like 9 o'clock.
magic mirror or
A font isn't going to be purchasable at this time of night. They close at 6. It's like a garden centre, isn't it?
Which is mad because everyone works from 9 to 5 anyway, so everyone's only got to get from their farm or wherever the fuck they work to go and buy anything. It's a stupid system.
Exactly, I agree.
Well, you say that, but as someone who occasionally works, and moves from place to place during the day for work when I'm going between locations to cut grass and do gardening and things, there's a surprising number of people out and about at that time.
Well, this is my question, because they're obviously I've worked in pubs and stuff during the week. Like when I lived in Portsmouth and I worked in pubs all through the week, and on every day, the pub would be pretty busy from 9 to 5, even though you'd assume most of these people should be in work, but it's all old people.
Bloody
old people, or if it's holidays, or I don't know, parents with their babies or whatever.
Lots of prams.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Or you get obviously like concessions, people coming from certain homes at different places. But mental, absolutely mental. What are these people doing? I reckon open regular shops at like 10. Actually, no, just open them early and keep them open later. Hire more staff, get more people employed, and companies get more money because things are open later. Tell you what, if clothes shops are open later, I might actually go into town and look at clothes. Or if game shops are open later, I might actually go into town and look at some game shops when I want to, not have to because some jobs, like if I get this job in Maidenhead, I finish work at 6. Everything after that.
Yuck.
Yeah, I have to start at 9, and I have to take an hour's lunch break at 1. So I know.
dumb.
Yeah, world's gone mad. Anyway, rant over.
Well, I'll take a piece of this tent with me,
Okay.
just in case I want to do a scrying. Just in case there's something open where I can buy a font.
Okay. You sure you don't want to look in the mirror?
I'm sure I don't want to look in the mirror, thanks.
Okay.
Why don't you want to look in the mirror? Because to
then
me,
I'll turn into a dragonborn,
work.
and I don't want to do that.
Well, do you want me to look in the mirror?
No.
Oh no, because I can't cast the spell. Well, no, because surely you have to look in the mirror with the intention of turning.
No, because you just see yourself as a dragonborn, and the longer you look at it, the more what's the word?
Enticing.
That's the one. It is, and the more you'll start looking at it, and then then you'll turn into one. See,
Ginger, that's fucked
I
up.
do remember things.
That's very impressive. You can have an inspiration point for remembering that.
Thank you.
That's very impressive.
Cool.
You've already got inspiration.
I never know when to use it.
Just use it
Do?
so you
As you
can
could
get.
re-roll a d20.
It's basically free advantage.
Mm.
Alright,
Free
so what's the plan?
Good egg.
Probably go back to Rosen then
Okay.
for the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Check if they've got any shops open.
Mm-hmm. I remember the last time you were in Rosen's End.
Oh, it was quite a while. Actually, we visited. No, we went and got Chappie and Matilda.
Hmm.
Yes.
Not long ago. That was like a week ago.
Yeah.
A week ago.
So
But
that
we
was
go.
3 weeks ago. You briefly returned to Rosen's End to collect the 2 wizards along with Chappie and the imps.
I don't want to even think about how long that was in real time because that's going to make me sad.
Well, I'll put it this way, Ben. It was 27 sessions ago. So we're probably looking at 6 to 8 months.
27 sessions ago, we brought Chappie in that. We have not spent 27 sessions with the dwarves figuring shit out, have we?
Yeah.
Fucking hell!
Diplomacy.
Well, because you think you went to Themyscira you had the whole council meeting thing. I think you went to Themyscira to rescue the councillors.
Mm-hmm.
You did the whole giant thing,
Mm-hmm.
and the laboratory of Belleroloon.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So you did all of that.
Then we went to find Genevieve.
Then you went to find Genevieve. You also went to find Genevieve as well. Yeah.
Shit, a brick. That is a lot of stuff, actually, that I kind of forgot about that. That is mental.
Yeah.
27 sessions.
Yeah. So.
Fuck. That's like half a year. Fucking hell.
Okay.
Well, we've been busy guys. Good job.
I know, we're so cool. Right,
You know, everyone.
I find a
job.
tree.
Okay, yeah. There are. You have to walk a little ways simply because it looks like any most of the sizable trees in the immediate vicinity have been chopped down a long time ago for like firewood and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So close to the camp there, but you guys probably still have a little bit of time left on your wind form, so you can just quickly zip over to somewhere and find a tree. And you cast a spell.
No, whatever you're gonna say, don't say it.
Okay, well, it's been lovely, guys. I'm absolutely great, for the last few years doing
Fine, carry on.
this. And it's not that your spell doesn't work,
No, I'm not happy.
but there's a little bit of almost like resistance to it,
Mm-hmm.
as if, like when you make a phone call and it just takes a bit longer to connect.
Mm-hmm.
And you step out of the tree and everyone steps out behind you. And before you, where you'd normally see quite a wild, overgrown garden, you just see a clear patch of earth. And you look up in the fading twilight towards where you would normally see the back door with Matilda or Regis coming out, to welcome you. And you see charred beams.
No, not my house.
Broken slates.
No, not my house. Not my house. No. I did not work for this.
You did not, you're right. You got given it for free.
But because of our hard work, you give me my house back. It had 2 bedrooms upstairs. I wrote them down. They had good locks.
It did have 2 bedrooms.
Fucking hell. My
Guys,
hammock.
you got a spare bed tonight, I might need it.
I'm sleeping. Not my house.
We have a sofa that might fit half of you on.
My legs.
I don't know whether you can see this. She's just weebling back and forth.
I am livid. Is this because I wrote this the only notes I ever made?
No.
Don't like this.
Yeah, this is actually just JJ's payback for, you guys won't write notes, huh? We'll write this fucking thing down.
This one's going to get written down. This is obviously going to be repressed for as long as possible.
Carry on, I guess.
So, you all step out into the back garden, and within a few seconds, take in the fact that your very nice cottagey house has been burnt to the ground.
Shit. What about the
And,
rest?
not recently. You can see that, it's not.
Recently, not glass.
It's not smouldering,
Oh my god.
but it's not. It's still fresh, probably within like a week.
I lean into Klari and I say, this may affect the resale value.
What are you going to resell?
Well, I don't know. If we all, I don't know, when we're all older.
No, I mean, there's no house to sell.
Well, yes, exactly. That's my point.
Wait. To change that to owned.
Shut up.
Did Chappie leave the oven on? Is that what happened here? Fuck. Sorry, guys.
I still have a small pond with a statue of a mini dragon in the middle.
Yes.
Okay. I cry into it.
Okay. Yeah, that helps fill it up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, your shrine.
My shrine, okay?
I forgot.
Yeah, the
Maybe
garden mainly seems to have just been sort of like singed back due to the heat from the burning house.
I spent a lot of fucking time on this garden.
You spent a lot
I'll
of
have
time not cultivating the garden, so it was
Well,
wild.
Yeah, exactly. I spent a lot of time not doing anything to it, just making sure it was all good. This tree, spent a lot of fucking effort on this tree.
Yeah, like you turn around
Plant
and you look
growth,
at the tree
baby.
you've come through, and like a lot of the like upper branches that sort of leant towards the house have been kind of burned, and it looks slightly lopsided now due to the weight of it. And you imagine this tree took some significant fire damage, but being quite a large old tree, it's got a sturdy core, and so it still lives, even if it's burned somewhat.
The tree lives on. Unlike Balsam, well, we fucking see him. What about the rest of the city? Is that on fire, or is that kind of okay?
No, looking around in the immediate vicinity, you can see that there's some charring on your neighbours' houses, but it looks okay. Unlike previously, when a larger section of the city caught fire, this looks to have been entirely located or centralized upon your house.
This was targeted.
I'm going to the town hall right now,
Okay.
or the church. I can't remember where. One of those.
I need to find out if Chappie and the imps and everyone's okay.
No, we took them to the dwarven place. They're
Oh,
right.
they went here. Oh.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. So your house has been completely empty for three-ish weeks.
I'm livid.
Well, shit. Now a bad time to say I kept all my cash under my bed. Don't trust the banks. It's probably melted now. Some big clump of gold.
That would still be worth the same, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I suppose it would. Good job, Klari.
As long as it wasn't paper money.
Ah! My origami, no! Stix is genuinely upset though, because he had a whole like bedroom with leaves and vines and shit that was really cool. Ah, for fuck's sake! Right. Well, this sucks. Let's go to the. Can we go to? Yeah, the temple place, the temple of the god of. It's a god of death, right? A warrior god. It was so long ago since we were here, guys. Fucking hell.
Yes.
The temple where we used to go and speak to those people.
Yes, the Temple of Salathiel.
Salathiel. Fucking hell. Salathiel. There we go. Yes. I don't understand. Like, I was reading a thing the other day, or like watching a thing the other day, and like Brennan Lee Mulligan just finished his like 14-year campaign. And I'm thinking, like, how does anyone remember anything that happened at the beginning of that? Like, fuck me.
Yeah. Salathiel, the human god of the afterlife.
Indeed. Yeah, let's head to that temple. We knew some people there. We'll see what happened. We'll ask them what happened.
Okay, yeah. You head there. It's been some time, but you remember your way through the streets to the city, or through the streets of the city, sorry, to the temple. This sort of very large, like Gothic style, building with its tall spires. And you can see there are a couple of paladins, as they usually are, kind of standing, um, not guard, but kind of standing sentinel at the entrance to the church, as they do at all hours. Again, yeah, anyone is welcome to come and go at any hour of the day or night. the needs of grief are not scheduled by the time of day. But they are there to just make sure that people aren't causing mischief and things like that most of the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, just make a quick perception or insight check, everyone.
Perception or insight? Perception or insight?
God, I rolled a fucking 3.
I'm gonna do. I think about the same for me. So I'm gonna do perception. And Klari, you can just roll a billion for us. That'd be great. Thank you.
Oh, mine are both the same.
Yeah. That's a 24.
Oh, yes. So, Clary, you can most easily see in this dim light that these guards, they look kind of wan and tired, and kind of on edge, whereas before they would have been, kind of relaxed and probably more bored. They are now, they seem kind of alert and kind of drawn out. But, they kind of just nod politely to you all as you enter the church.
I'm marching in.
Okay.
Do I see my girls?
Sure. We'll say yes. Who are you looking for?
Brienne and Aoife. No, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I say yes. You see the familiar figure of Aoife Longset, the guardian of the grave, kind of in her robes with like the hood down, just walking like between some of the pews, and she like stops at like a small alcove and kind of is like replacing a candle and lights it, and you see it like kindle to life.
Where's Brienne?
She's not in the immediate vicinity at the moment.
Okay. Well, I don't really want to startle her, but she can probably hear my footsteps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you like walk up to her with like purpose,
Oh, I'm walking up to her with purpose. I
Yeah.
don't blame her. I'm just mad.
Yeah, that's fine. She like turns around, at the sound of your heavy footsteps, almost with a sort of like expectantly, like kind and somber look on her face, probably expecting to see a grieving individual. When she spots you, her face kind of lights up briefly before it kind of into a smile, before kind of falling back into somewhat of a frown. Um, Arwen, Stix, Arwen, is everything all right?
My house. Our house.
Yes,
No one told us about our house.
there was an incident.
Why didn't anyone say about our house?
I believe Sabrienne reached out to Genevieve. I don't know any more about the attempt to contact you than that.
Well, we did not get the memo.
When did it happen?
Maybe 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh shit! So yeah, fairly recent.
Who did it?
Let's just go. We shall go and fetch Brienne. She has been in charge of the investigation into things and knows more about it than I do. Please, would you like to wait here, or you can wait in my study if you'd prefer?
Do you have those balls where you let one go and it makes the other side go tick 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 tick?
At Merlin's cradle, yes.
Yes, I'll sit in your study then.
Okay. Yes, she does indeed have one of those on her desk.
Might make the balls go tick, 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 tick.
Okay. You do that, and then like Arwen is like sat like this, like watching, and then you realize maybe after like 2 minutes that Hugo is like on the other side, and his head is just doing this.
Meanwhile, I'm playing that kids thing in the waiting room where, like, you got the little blocks on the like metal wire, sort of move them through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every like beat, Hugo like his nose like creeps a little bit closer and a little bit closer and a little bit closer. It's like half a centimeter at a time. He started like 2 foot away, but every time he's just like getting a little bit closer. Yeah, it takes like 10 or so minutes. But there is like a gentle kind of like knock on the door before it's just pushed open. It's more of just like a cursory, like letting you know that someone's coming in. And you see Brienne there. She's not wearing like her full, like her normal like plate armor, but she's got like quite a sort of quite loose sort of shirt on, and like probably the sort of trousers that she would wear like underneath her armor and things like that. Her hair is tied back, but not as severely again as it might be, as if she were on duty, as it were. And she kind of sweeps into the room. This tall individual, probably like goes towards whoever's closest to the door, and would embrace them, and then anyone else in turn who wanted a hug.
Arwen wants a hug.
Owen wants a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, Owen can have a hug.
Good.
It's like, my friends, I'm sorry, to meet you again like this. I was able to send a message to Genevieve, but we had no means of contacting you all until you returned to the city. We unfortunately know very little. There was an individual who was spotted by a patrolling night watchman in the residence. When they went to investigate, they found that someone had broken in. It seemed this individual seemed to be somewhat proficient in magic, as when the guard confronted them, they cast some sort of fire-based spell that quickly set the house on fire. The guard himself was fortunately able to get out, but the house seemed to burn so almost unnaturally quickly, he said. He gave chase and was rebuffed. This arcane figure seemed to meet up with a martial companion, and the two of them fled into the night.
I have my suspicions.
I'm gonna assume it was someone from Balsam's retinue,
I
probably.
think it was our neighbours. I had a bad feeling about them when we met them.
Okay, Han Solo.
I think they should die.
Says, well, I mean, if you think you had an enemy within the city, it's always worth looking into. It's still, it's been less than a week, so it's still a fresh investigation. Any leads you have, if you know of any individuals, would be appreciated.
Do you think were they in the house when it caught fire, or did they? Would
Yes.
they?
The guard said when we spoke to them and took his statement, he said that they noticed what looked like a strange light in an upper window. Not like it seemed to be moving from room to room. They went to investigate and found the front door unlocked. And when they called in, they didn't get a response from whoever was moving around, so they went in to investigate further.
So it's safe to assume that whoever was inside who did it might still be injured.
From what the guard said, it seemed like they were some sort of magical practitioner, as they cast this fire spell and set the house on fire, and then they vanished from the vicinity. The guard pursued them outside, but due to the nature of this magic, it seemed like the house burned very quickly, and so
they weren't injured.
no, the guard managed to get out, and he was okay. Yeah, nasty bang on the head when he encountered this mage's companion, but no more leads other than that.
Would I remember anything more about our neighbours, Ash and Heather, the brother and sister who are elves?
So, what do you remember other than what you've got written down? Do you remember anything else?
I remember I didn't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was that incident where
They
someone.
kept coming to our front door, didn't they?
Yeah, someone
some
was coming to
reason.
our front door. Someone was like creeping on us or spying on us.
They were very friendly. They were like overly friendly
overly
neighbors.
friendly. Yeah, I didn't like it.
Several times they tried to be like, "Hey, make friends" and stuff like that, and were rebuffed by you guys, mostly because you guys had just got back from some kind of adventure and just went, "I can't be bothered."
Do I remember if they were like magical at all?
Everyone make a history check for me.
History check.
Today is not the day for Arwen.
Oh, today might be the day for Stix.
Real day.
Yeah, history.
I'll read history.
Fucking plus 16, Jesus Christ. 31.
Are they dead?
Pardon?
Are they dead? Are they alive?
So, Klari, you very clearly remember that you guys explored the house belonging to Ash and Heather with Sir Brienne. And Arwen and Stix, you found a secret passage, a hidden passage to a secret stair, and found several journals documenting the comings and goings of the residents of your house, as well as detailed notes in another set of handwriting about your combat capabilities as a party.
Yes.
There was an enchanted mirror decorated with fiendish imagery, which triggered a delayed blast fireball trap. Meanwhile, Klari and Sir Brienne discovered an illusion covering the pathway to the cellar. In the cellar, there were several bodies drained of blood, as well as a guard weak and injured. They too triggered a magical trap, further destabilizing the building, causing it to start to collapse. However, they were able to free the prisoner and bring him safely as they escaped the building. After. Yeah, and then you guys basically left the city the following day.
Did they not get arrested or anything?
So, yeah, so you asked Brienne about that. It says they were never found. We never tracked them
them.
down.
I know it was them. I'm so
Shh.
clever. They're gonna die.
Yeah, I
They're
guess
on the
they.
list,
Mm-hmm.
along with Samantha
Bloody Samantha, the singer.
and Handsome Jack.
Fucking hate Handsome Jack. He's dying
I
first. Actually, no,
can't.
he's not. He's going to be hurt first, but he's going to be the last to die so we can watch the rest of them.
I don't remember these people.
You weren't there for this. This was like right at the start.
I hate them.
This before Stix was a permanent member of
No!
the campaign.
No, I do remember Handsome Jack. No, they stopped us on the road.
Hmm. I chased them down a river. I hate them.
I think I showed
I
up for
hate
like the.
them.
Yeah, there.
I want them dead.
Maybe they are.
I hope not.
Anyway,
I want to watch you bleed.
Have things to do.
okay. Okay. Well. Yeah. Yeah.
They're there.
Um. Yes. So that is how you find things in Frozen Zen.
Great. We're home now.
Brilliant.
Okay, I
Well,
have an idea.
Mm.
Matilda has a house
Yes.
that is in the forest.
There's outside
like,
the city.
Outside the city, like in the,
Yeah.
in some trees or whatever.
Yeah.
Can we go and see if that's okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Is it okay?
It is okay.
Okay, good. Can I get in?
are you and Matilda ready for this big step in your relationship?
I'm trying to protect her belongings.
Okay.
I mean, this is a question for you, Arwen. Do you think you'd be able to get in?
I feel like it's a sentient house that can move about,
Mm.
and I don't think there's like a key to it. In my head, this is how I'm imagining it. I don't actually know what it's like.
Okay.
It's purple in my head,
Okay.
like different shades of
Okay.
purple. And it has little legs sometimes to
Okay.
move about.
Okay.
Yeah, I've always kind of imagined it a bit like Baba Yaga's
Yeah.
house. That big
Okay.
chicken
Smaller
leg
legs.
walks
Kind of
around.
cute though.
Baby Yaga.
Yeah, and it's just like bleep, bleep,
Yeah,
bleep.
like a sort of stubby Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've always described it as a teleporting house.
Oh,
Which,
I
if
feel
I
like it
haven't,
just moves.
I'm sorry, because the intention is, yeah, it's a teleporting house.
Oh, that's fair. That makes more sense.
So it can kind of like pop from place to place.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
when you first encountered Matilda, it had kind of just gone a bit random.
Yeah,
And
I
then
thought it just
when you tracked it down again, she'd kind of refined it so she had more control.
decided to walk over there, or like it was mechanical.
Right.
You know, like lots
Yeah.
of cogs, and she's got to do a little cycle to make it. She charges it up and then lets it go.
Like Chicken Run on the plane.
That's a morning. That's a like morning routine. Wake up, do a bit of cycling on the,
Yeah.
on the thing,
She's
like
gotta
a fucking
charge my
hamster.
house up.
Yeah, just in case it needs to go somewhere. But yeah, I've always thought like there's no key. It kind of just knows who the person is and the intent. I don't know why. That's always been like
Your vibe.
my vibe of the house. It's her house. It's very her. It's very weirdly hers.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because she's weird, so
Mm.
she's got a lot of weird stuff.
Some nuances with the house.
Yeah.
Like you've got to bump the fridge in just the right way to get it to open.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's got like two handles on it. If you open it from the left, it's food. If you open it from the right, it's like potion ingredients.
Yeah. Oh,
And the microwave says it's 750, but you actually know it's 800.
oh god, yeah.
Just a bit on the fritz.
Mm. Crisps things up nicely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I would be able to get in, but I think it would be hard for other people to get in if they don't know her.
Okay. Okay.
In my head.
Yeah, no, that's if you think you can get in, then
Yeah, I think I can get in.
because I think that's a decision for you to make in character rather than me to make because it speaks to your relationship with Matilda.
I mean, I've never lived there, but like the house knows.
But you also spent a lot of time there when you had that 6 months of downtime.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, maybe I did kind of live.
Yeah, you probably spent a few nights there.
Hell yeah.
Late night study sessions. You know, instead
Cool.
of
Arwen
instead of
can
going
get
home.
to that house.
Yeah. So the house knows me.
The house knows you.
House knows me.
Okay.
So yeah, it would.
You think you got a place for the evening?
Yeah. I don't know how to teleport it.
No.
That's too much.
Could you message Matilda to say, hey, could you come back to your house and teleport it around for us? Why did we not just bring Matilda into the party and use her teleporting house? God, what could have been?
Combat ready.
And get a full Wizard of Oz on Balsam.
Oh my god.
Matilda, teleport your house 10 feet up.
I can just do that as a whale.
And cast house.
Yeah, I don't want her to die, so.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not getting in the party. The answer is no. I cannot communicate with her because when we were I didn't die. When I fell into a long slumber, Uxin stole my fucking stone, which I'm livid about. I still can't believe that. That and my graffiti stick.
Your graffiti pen.
Yeah, I'm so mad about. I didn't want any of my cool magical weapons.
You just your graffiti pen.
And my stone to call Matilda.
Okay.
So, no, not right now.
Okay.
Is there a stone in her house? Like a spare stone?
Almost certainly.
I will.
Can you find it? Who the fuck
Oh
knows?
god, no. She's actually chaotic more than me.
But can the master investigator find it?
True.
Maybe.
Shall we
With
dream work?
Right.
Look,
Absolutely.
you guys do that, I'll pop the kettle on.
excellent. Got to
Stick.
flick it a couple of times to make it work.
An investigation check from you to see if you can work out how to use the kettle.
Yeah.
I ain't using no fucking kettle.
Oh no, but she made it herself.
This is just bare bones leaf tea. Do I? Oh, no. Oh, I don't have Produce Flame anymore, and I haven't for about 3 years. I will make that check to look for the kettle. I don't know why in that moment I thought I still had Produce Flame when I changed fucking character sheet 3 years ago. And I will be happy to do so. That's intimidation. My bad. I intimidate the kettle.
That might work, you know.
The more I think about this house, the more I'm thinking of Howl's Moving Castle. And that's how I'm imagining this house. In a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's an 11. You know, it's... You know, by dint of the fact that you actually have to make a check, it's not easy, but you do manage to make the kettle work.
Yay.
And some of that involves, for whatever reason, the kettle has some level of like animatronic sentience to it. So you put it on, and it just moves. You like turn your back and you start looking for cups, and then you turn around again, and the kettle's gone. And you have to go and find the kettle, and eventually you track it down by the amount of steam that's coming out of one of the cupboards.
It's because it has to run to produce the electricity to heat the water.
That's
That's
actually
your
really fun.
logic.
Exactly. There's a little treadmill in the cupboard. That's why it's in the cupboard.
Well, normally Matilda would put it on like a little treadmill or something
Yeah.
like that, but
It's
Stix
confused.
Stix didn't, so it just ran
So it
wild.
runs away.
So it just ran around. Yeah,
Uh,
while you guys look for a sending stone.
Yeah. Is it just Klari with advantage? Because I'm helping. Or we both. Roll
Just for the fun of it, make an intelligence check, Arwen,
Oh,
to
God.
try and describe Matilda's organizational system enough, just straight intelligence, to Clary to help with her investigation. 13. Yeah, it's not so, but it wouldn't be disadvantaged. But like I say, it's not high enough because Matilda is that chaotic that it's not
My
advantage.
explanation is about as chaotic as
Yeah, it's just like
her
a word vomit
organisation.
of.
Yeah, love it.
And you try and like show an example, but then it's like all you can find is like two or three exceptions to the rule.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh shit, and then it's just confusing.
yeah, that's fair.
Can I use my thing to make me proficient in investigation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can.
yeah,
Is
Channel
that
Divinity.
Channel Divinity?
Channel Divinity, yeah.
This is
Because
also
of all
like,
things.
just gonna know Clary's gonna roll like a 37 or something.
So if it's 10, does that mean I can't roll lower than a 20?
Yes.
So it's a 20.
It's a 20. There you go. Yes, so you do manage. The Matilda does have quite an extensive rock collection, and it seems like she's been performing various experiments trying to enchant them with a variety of different abilities. But you do eventually find one where, and trying to find magical items is difficult because you have to spend a bit of time studying what like runes and things have been cast on them. And there's a couple that you're very reticent to touch given the sort of scorch marks around where they're placed. Which and you're very familiar with.
My cleansing stone, and this my sending stone, and this one blows up the house, and this one.
Yeah. One of them looks to be some sort of like very flat, round stone, only about sort of half an inch thick and maybe like 3 inches across or like 4 inches across. That just seems to be covered in a fine layer of frost for some reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, you eventually track down what you think might be some sort of sending stone.
Can I try and use it like I would have used the last one?
Yeah. What do you say?
Hello. Hello.
Okay.
It's me.
Anything else?
My house burned down and I'm sad. Your house is fine. Please call me. Cheers. Love you. Bye. Kisses.
Okay. Okay. So Owen sends that message while Stix is making tea.
I am indeed making tea.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you can find some places and, find some some room and things like that to bed down in.
Mm-hmm.
Matilda's house, as you would clearly remember, Arwen, but Stix and Klari, who have potentially not been there before, might not know. It looks like a cottage from the outside, but but you enter into what looks like it's almost like the bottom of a lighthouse, and then it is internally it's like this big tower that spirals up multiple floors.
She's so cool.
So while Stix is on one floor, like making tea and chasing a kettle, Arwen and Klari are going through like multiple floors, like pulling out like all different drawers and cupboards and that sort of thing. So it's probably quite late. By the time you've done all of this, it's probably like 1 in the morning. By the time you like actually find this sending stone,
And by the time Stix has
chase down
chased the kettle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a full level 20 combat right there.
That's how many characters there will be.
Yeah, Stix, mark off all your spell slots.
Yeah,
And then
The
take
very
your turn and
first
get
time-
them all back.
yeah. The very first time I ever use my new like level 20 tree form is against this fucking kettle trying to track it down.
By the time he finds it, it's cold again, so he's got to boil it.
It's all boiled dry.
It takes its little hat off or like the lid off, and you hold it as like a shield in the spout, and then the handle like uncurls and it grabs like a toasting fork. It's like hunger.
I love it. Oh my god.
Oh
So
man,
cute.
Yeah, but now you guys can all bed down and take a long rest.
Oh, I love a long rest.
woohoo!
They make me so happy.
Yes.
Except when my house is burnt down. Then I'm just sad.
There.
Do I level up for making a cup of tea?
Yes, but only in chef.
Ooh.
So I get the chef fee. I'll fucking take that.
Yeah. Arwen, in the morning,
As you
you had quite a late night, so you wake up a bit later. And when you go to pick it up, you see that the rune on like the other side of the sending stone is lit up.
Mm-hmm.
And when you pick it up, you hear in your mind, Arwen, I swear I left this at my house. What are you doing at my house? I just got a message from you that said kisses. Remember, these things only pick up the last thing you said. And it's like a stored message. So rather than it being like a conversation or anything like that, it's like literally like it like picks up like the last sentence you said,
Mm-hmm.
or like like couple of sentences. Like so you can leave a couple of sentence message, but if you like leave a gap and then say something else, it
Erases that.
yeah, because like you left like 10 seconds and then just said kisses. That's all she got was a message that said kisses.
Well,
There's nothing wrong with that.
at least she knows it was me.
Yeah.
It would be awkward if she sent back someone else and then said someone else's.
Oh, I wish I'd thought of that. It'd have been so funny.
Sad. I've already lost our house. I can't lose my girlfriend as well.
No, that's true. I wouldn't have done that, but it would have been
That
really
would be
funny if I thought of it.
horrendous.
I'd have really enjoyed thinking about that.
I wouldn't.
It would have made me chuckle.
I would have been more depressed.
It's alright. She knows it's you. It's okay.
Good.
And she got a lovely message that just said kisses.
Exactly.
Who doesn't want that?
Exactly. Who doesn't want that?
But
Well,
knowing that.
I will send back. Sorry, been a while since I used one. Sorry. Our house. How many words can I say?
25.
Shit. Hold on.
Sorry, been a while since I used one. Sorry. That's
Our house burnt down.
Number 15.
went to yours to make sure it was okay.
Got one word left, I think.
Was it 21 words?
No, it's 25.
Oh, 25. Oh, shit.
21 would be such a random number.
Thumbs
25.
up.
Okay.
Thumbs
I'll
up.
let you have that as one word.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So that message is now deposited, and when she picks up her stone again, she'll hear it.
And I can't do another one.
If you do another one, it overwrites what you've just
Okay.
sent.
Okay. Does the rune like go a different color when she's like listened to it?
So there's like one on both sides.
Oh, okay.
So
Can you tell if you've been left on red?
Yeah.
yeah, basically, yeah. So when your rune goes out, you know that they've heard the message,
Okay. Cool.
and then when her rune is lit, you know you have received a message.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, the day dawns. You are all rested, except for Stix that does battle with the kettle once more.
Hell yeah. Stix, where's my tea?
Come here, you fucking.
I love this.
You just walk past and they're just like an avalanche of like plate sounds and
Oh god.
you just know they're gonna end up best friends though.
Well, the kettle and Stix.
Yeah.
That is the unlikely pairing that no one expected from this campaign. Stix and the kettle. Bet Stix, the kettle, and Elvis just touring the world together.
Oh my god, it's perfect because you don't even need to find leaves. You can just harvest Elvis for your tea.
Fuck yeah. This
That
is my
sounds
new
bad. I can't work out if that's.
Elvis is like a bush. He just grows. Every now and again, he needs clipping. So
Oh, that's very true. Yeah, you're right.
you know, it's just part of
Good
tree elk
elk
maintenance.
Yeah.
You just hate to see an overgrown tree elk.
Yeah. That's when you know they've been treated bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Like those sheep that escape from farms and then never get shorn.
Yeah, and they're just
They're just big balls of fluff. Yeah.
Oh my god. There's somewhere in the Feywild, there's just a bunch of walking bushes with antlers. Oh my god, yes. That's the fucking best thing I've ever heard. It's like it's like just big round bushes. You know, like imagine like Shaun the Sheep's, but green with antlers, just walking around.
You know that big one from Shaun the Sheep?
I love that big.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just that.
just like sort of pulling on twigs and biting things, and then not really eating anything. So you can always tell where they've been because there's literally a trail of leaves and shit all the way to them. And every now and again, you'll just see a big field with them just basking in the sun.
Oh, I love them.
I wanna. Oh man, that's what I'm gonna draw next. Stix, Elvis, and the fucking kettle. Best
These
friend.
are my favourite types of sessions where we just
Yeah.
do weird stuff.
On shit.
Yeah, these are my favourites.
Well, that's good.
We come up with such weird stuff, and I love it.
Yeah.
But it
You do.
works.
Yeah. Because you can. I mean, you know, it's gonna be punchy towards the end. So
Yeah, gotta have
there's gonna be less moments for
wholesome kettle.
yeah, wholesome kettle talk.
Yeah. Welcome to Kettle Pod. Nope, Elvis. I do the intros. Remember? Welcome to Kettle Pod.
So, what would you all like to do with your day?
Stix and Elvis walking into a fucking acorn. Doing a podcast.
I don't know.
I don't know how we go.
Thinking about doing scrying. Do you want to try and buy?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Do you want to buy a scrying focus?
Yeah, let's go to the shop.
Okay.
A bit of retail therapy.
Okay. We can RP that if you want, or we can just say you buy a.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
Yeah. To that woman.
To Bistina's?
Yeah.
To Morgwyn's magical miscellany?
I love Morgwyn.
Her name
I
is
love.
Bistina.
She loves
Yeah.
me.
Weirdly, this shop is called Morgwyn's Magical Miscellany. No one named Morgwyn.
No.
And that trips me up every fucking time. Because clearly she's just gone, well, Bestina's a kind of wizardy name, but Morgwyn, now that sounds better. That'll get more customers in the door.
Let's go, Morgwyn.
I'll tell you, I mean, if you want, you can ask her about it.
Oh, she's got law.
Maybe.
Oh my
We'll
god.
see if I can find it in my notes.
Cue another 30 sessions later after we've discovered the ancient secrets of Bestina's family.
It doesn't look like there is. Good. That is. No.
Anyway,
Well, yeah,
I
we're
think
gonna go there.
I don't remember where I wrote it down, but I think I remember it.
Oh, really? Yeah. Let's go to her.
Yeah,
All right, Bistina.
in this document. It is. There we go. Rosenzen. Yeah, here we are. Oh, hello. I haven't seen you in quite some time. How are you all doing?
Depressed. How
Oh,
are you?
oh well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, yes. Business is going okay. I mean, with the state of things, people are always after a bit of magical protection, whatever you can offer. Unfortunately, most people can't really afford some of the higher end things, so there's been a bit of a rush on sort of some of my lower end items, my consumables and what have you. I try to do what I can to keep people's spirits. What can I do to help improve your spirits?
Um. Do you have a font?
A font?
Yeah.
Like a
Calibri, Arial, Times New Roman.
Yeah.
you're looking for a calligrapher.
No, not that. Apologies.
Like a garden font.
Possibly.
Or maybe a mirror.
For anything in particular?
I must scry.
Oh, you need a scrying focus, of course. Yes. Well, I don't think I have a font, but I think I have a crystal ball and a couple of probably only one mirror. I think.
A mirror. A crystal ball just seems a bit like extra.
Yes, it does have that sort of. Dare I say pretentious vibe?
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yes. Yes, I shall go and dig it out for you.
Thanks.
That's right. I go get some mirror. From that shows it to you. It's very nice. The frame is very opulent as you would
It's a
expect.
lovely mirror.
It's this kind of sort of dinner plate sized circular mirror.
Bloody hell, it's massive.
Yeah, it's probably that sort of thing. Yeah, big.
Huge.
Yeah, like dinner plate sized.
Yes, huge.
It's not that big.
It's a big old mirror.
I mean,
Dinner plate size mirror. It's not huge. I mean, it's big.
Like a hand mirror.
Well, yeah.
It's got to be worth 1,000 gold. So
yeah, the bigger it is, the kind of easier it is to make it worth more.
Just have to make it opulent on the back.
Just the back has been bedazzled.
Yeah.
It's yes, well, here you go.
Amazing. Thank you. For free, you say? Ah.
Definitely not. Although I do appreciate the effort. The levity is good in times like this.
Good. You say times like this. What is wrong with the
Well,
world?
well, as I don't know whether you're aware, but we've had several fires in the city. There's been that, we had that one attack a few months ago or weeks ago. Don't really remember. Where several demons got into the city, and a small portion of it was set ablaze. We're lucky we've got the walls being upgraded as they are here. It's been managed to repel most small skirmishes, but I must say the paladins and things that have been of the churches that have been bolstering the city guard are a little bit run ragged. As are we spellcasters in a time like this. The city has been ordering many potions and things. So all I can do really is to keep up with demand. But I can't say my coffers are complaining about it, even if I have lost a couple of nights' sleep here or there.
Well, at least you have a bed.
Yes. I mean, is everything all right? Feels like the wrong question, but is everything okay?
Someone burned our house down.
So someone burned your house? No, surely not.
Yes.
You were living with those two fine mages, were you not?
Yes.
I remember one of them came in quite frequently. They spoke very highly of you, in fact.
Yes. Was she pretty?
Objectively, yes, I would probably say she was.
Yes, she is. Yeah, well, they're both fine. We'd taken them away to where we were in the dwarven area just to get their help with some magey things.
You have travelled far.
Yes. And yes, of course, well, these things have happened.
Well, I'm terribly sorry to hear about your health.
It's okay. This is a fine, fine mirror to have over
Indeed.
my head.
Indeed it is.
How much for it
Well, as I'm sure you
in
know,
these time?
well, as I'm sure you know, the spell requires it to be worth at least 1,000 gold.
It is worth that much, but how much will you charge me in these trying times?
Well, let me just see here. And she kind of opens up one of the books and says, well, I bought it for that, so normally I'd mark it up by at least 20%, if not 25.
Hell,
But,
20% okay.
but
Taking.
given your misfortune and you have been some of my best customers in the last few
Hell
months,
yeah.
why don't we say 10% on top?
Were you making us spend more money? How much is this thing?
1,100.
Ew! It's coming out of the party fund.
Not a dent will be made in Arwen's 19k gold. No, no, no.
11?
1,100. Not
What's that?
11,000. 1,100.
Okay, use normal people numbers, sir.
1,100 is normal people
It's too
numbers.
hard to get my head round. Hold on, I need a calculator.
8,372.
Thank you.
Hold on, I need a calculator. JJ turns on calculator mode.
You've now got a mere 8k in the party fund.
Oh God, we're poor.
We are.
I
And
mean,
you have
I
your mirror.
Boop, boop.
I sit here with only 2,000 gold to my name, but fine. Sure, we're all poor, I guess.
I've taken the phone. I now have my phone back.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Right. Cheers, mate. Is there anything else good in your shop?
Well, how's I would sadly like to think that everything here is good.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, something juicy.
Something juicy. Something juicy. I seem to remember that you were, at least to hear Miss Matilda talk about it, quite proficient with the pyrotechnics.
Oh, yeah.
Has it ever appealed to you to contrast your abilities?
What do cold?
Hmm. Yes, I was out visiting my mother in Winstead, and I came across someone selling this delightful stuff.
Oh, I can't have another staff. I've got two that I've entwined into one. Can't have another one.
Yeah.
I'd love it, but I'm sorry. I don't have the hand width.
What does it do?
The Staff of Frost.
Probably it does all the stuff of hot
It's,
one, fire. That's not Jesus.
well, she goes over and she reads the tag on it that says, "There is S in this fucking book. Staff of Frost. Staff of Striking. Healing Frost. The staff has 10 charges, needs to be attuned by a druid, sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. Has 10 charges, you can use actions spend one or more using your spell save DC. Cone of Cold, 5 charges. Fog Cloud, 1 charge. Ice Storm, 4 charges. Wall of Ice, 4 charges. Regains 1d6 plus 4 charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff turns to water and is destroyed.
Yeah, it's basically
The Staff of Fire, but reversed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Mm.
right. I'm so clever.
So, too many staffs.
Mm.
Not an uncommon problem for a spellcaster. There is an item. I haven't seen one for a number of years, but I might be able to get in touch with the individual who I last saw make one, where it kind of acts as a small pocket dimension. Basically, you put all your staffs inside of it, and by pressing various runes on it, you can call whichever one you want at time to hand.
Yeah, but they all need a tuning.
Mm. Well, yes, there is that.
Mm.
But thank you.
Have a think about it, and
Oh
if you
well.
want, I can reach out, see if I can get one for you.
Could you put anything else in the pocket dimension?
I believe this is designed for objects of that nature. I suppose you could put. I'm not sure whether you could put any sort of weaponry in it. It might be restricted somewhat by shape, as it were. But I'm sure if you had some sort of, like a spear or something, um, or obviously a staff, maybe a bow if it was unstrung, would have the right sort of dimensions. An axe, I can't say I've tested it, but an axe, the handle is the right shape. A sword might work.
What about multiple daggers?
I guess so, potentially, as long as they weren't too broad at the sort of the pommel and hilt, could potentially work. Uh, as I say, it's my experience with it is some sort of a mage's implement. Well, yes, I hadn't thought to test the applications with mundane weapons.
Intriguing. Personally, I'm good. I only have one spear, so. I believe Klari has her bandolier, which allows her to pull things.
Yeah, her returning bandolier that allows her to put daggers in, and so they come back to the bandolier, so they can be like drawn and thrown again.
That's cool. Fair enough.
Yeah, means you have to wander all over the place picking up your daggers.
Yeah.
That's slightly different because they all still like sit on the belt, so they're all visible all at once, and you can only fit, however many fit on the belt. But yeah, the idea of this like ring or bracelet or whatever it is, that it would be discreet.
Well, thank you very much. We shall be back soon. At some point. But
Well, I look forward to it.
thank you for my mirror.
Anytime.
Indeed.
Okay, I'll scry.
Okay. You head out of the shop, find a table, a bench, or something to sit on, and you cast scrying on the mirror. Tell me about your scrying.
What do you want to know?
From what I remember, the target makes a saving throw against your spell. And that is modified. A wisdom save, and that is modified based on
by how well I know the target.
Yes. And you picked up an item from a tent.
Yeah. So
Okay.
-4.
So what does it say? It says
possession or garment.
Yeah. So the target, a particular creature you choose that is on the same plane of existence as you. Okay. So you're doing the owner of the tent. Okay. So you have heard of the target. Knowledge save modifier. Second hand, you have heard of the target, +5. First hand, you have met the target, +0. Familiar, you know the target. So they're getting a +5 to their saving throw. Connection save modifier. Likeness or picture, -2. Possession or garment, -4. Body part, lock of hair, the like, -10. So they're getting -4. So they're actually only getting +1 of this. On a successful save, the target isn't affected and you can't use spell against them in 24 hours. Okay, what is your spell save DC, please?
So 18.
Okay, with a +1 overall, they rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
No, you can't silver above because you can't see the target. I don't think.
Hold on. You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. Triggering creature must re-roll a d20 and use the lower roll. It says nothing about my ability.
Range.
Yeah, I guess 60 feet.
60 feet. So.
Yeah.
I can tell you they are not within 60 feet of you.
That would have been cool.
It would.
Can she use her inspiration point?
Yeah.
To have
no,
disadvantage.
It only applies to help your rolls. You can't use it against other people.
Damn.
We burned my house down.
I did. I mean, you can, if you want, you can go and like try it again on someone else. There's nothing to stop you trying it on a different target. You just can't do it on this one.
Can you try it on the councilman or councilwoman for?
Yeah, why don't I do that?
Things?
Okay, so
I am
your first hand, you've met the target. Genuine question: do you consider that you would know the councillors well?
I know their names.
You know their names, yes. You have met them several times.
Yes. No.
No. Okay.
Okay, so it's just +0.
+0, and you don't have any.
I don't have anything. I don't like that dice. Maybe don't use that one.
Okay, we'll use a different one.
I don't like that it doesn't roll.
Okay. So Scout's Honor, that rolled a 17 on the dice. Because they are named NPCs, who have a significant position in the world, they have a positive modifier to their
Why
wisdom
would they
save.
have a positive? They
Because
shouldn't.
you also add their actual wisdom save onto it as well.
Well, I do it on the other one then.
On the other councillor?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like me to roll a different dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it consume the spell slot every
Yes.
time? Right, I'm
Yeah.
doing it at a higher level now.
Okay.
So it's better bloody work. I swear to God, what have you rolled? I can't see.
Do you want to have a look?
No.
It's an 18.
Oh, get out. I'm not doing this
Fucking
again. This is a bad day for Arwen. Can't roll and everyone else is rolling good. She's going to roll herself off a cliff.
Okay. Well, on that positive note, what would you like to do now? Where are you head? What are your next steps? Because it's about time for us to start wrapping things up. So, just broad strokes. Where are you guys going, and what are you thinking of doing?
Well, we have no idea where the tieflings are.
Hmm.
Bad.
There are more like scraps of remnants at the camps you could find.
Not
If you wanted, you could potentially go and speak, do some investigation, speak to some people about it, maybe ask around Rosenzen if you wanted to.
I mean, we might.
You don't have to.
How far away is the Rosenzen from there? In minutes.
In minutes.
Yeah.
About. Oh, hang on. Let me do maths correctly. About 240.
Okay. Tell me in hours and minutes then.
It's about 4 hours. It's about half a day.
Ew. That's so far away. Okay, no. Well, I think we should ask around Rosenzen then.
It's probably.
I can windwalk us again. We've had a long rest. I can windwalk us.
I think we should
You
ask
got that?
around Rosenzen if
I
people
can
have
also
been through here.
Yeah.
Okay. So next session you're gonna hang around Rosenzen for a bit and try and find out more about the tieflings.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if someone knows something.
Okay. And then after that, I guess depends on what you find.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Depends if Matilda replies to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we can't find anything or anything like that, I guess we'll go and make our final.
Scry.
Yeah. We'll also try some more scrying. Maybe like give it a day and try some more scrying, and
Yeah.
see what we can do.
Maybe the dice will be nicer to me.
Maybe.
Doubt it.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Well, at that point, then I guess we'll call this session to an end. One thing I do want you guys to think about, just going forwards, is when your personal group, like obviously you've got the army that's going to go with you and provide quite a large distraction, is their purpose, to draw forces away and allow you to do a directed assault on the castle as a party. Obviously, it would make sense, from a logical standpoint, for you guys to potentially take some extra people with you.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to say is you can create a maximum party size of 6 to take with you. Otherwise, your group becomes a bit. I'm going to say your group starts to become a bit too large to
To run, yeah.
to be able to like one to
Wait,
logistically
is
run.
Hugo part of this?
Yes, Hugo is
Okay.
part of this. So it's you 3 and Hugo is 4.
Okay.
So you can bring 2 additional people, or
Okay.
you can be like, I don't want to risk Hugo. I'm going to make him stay at home. You might have to roll to persuade Hugo to stay at home.
Well, Hugo can be fine
Well, yeah,
as long as he gets in the Pokeball.
Yeah, like it's up to you. You know, you could be like, actually, we don't want Stix to come. So we're gonna
Yeah,
Wait,
actually,
that's been an option all along.
yeah, we're gonna bring Elvis instead. No, Elvis, like if you bring Elvis, like if you bring Elvis Stix, that he obviously counts as part of Stix's.
It's
thing,
like
so-
my fire
Gonna
spirit counts
Yeah.
as me. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So you can, if you think of a couple of people you want to come with you, obviously Matilda is a
No, she's not
proficient
going.
wizard, but I would have said, she doesn't want to risk Matilda. So, think things like that. And obviously, anyone you bring with you
Might die.
is fair game for a murdering. So, the same as any of you, they have a chance of dying.
Mm-hmm.
If you if you think of people and want because obviously I haven't statted up everyone, like it's only when they become relevant that they get proper stats. If you think of people and want to know a little bit more about what they can do, let me know and I will give you a brief overview of what their capabilities are. And then if you decide to take them, I will properly stat them so that one of you guys can run them.
I vote Smeek.
You can certainly try and track down Smeek.
Oh.
You can see
yeah.
you can find out what he's been up to.
Just munching on acorns.
Meek actually turned into a fucking god while we were away, and
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
So
I'd be proud.
yeah, so just have a think about anyone you might want to bring with you, and if you want to know more about them, let me know, and I can get working on stat blocks for them and stuff like that.
Cool.
So they would just be like NPC stat blocks; they won't be like full character stat blocks. So they'll just have a handful of abilities and stuff. Probably won't give them like full spellcasting lists for combat. I'll probably give them like 3 or 4 spells that they can just do on repeat to make life easy for whoever is running them. And things like that. But yeah, have a think. Let me know. Yeah, you could be like, actually, you know what? We're going to do it as the party of 4 and we're not going to bring anyone else. And that's fine. It's up to you guys.
I vote we bring in Neo.
You want to bring Neo?
Yeah.
Okay, if you can find him and persuade him to come with you.
No, he's just part of the group now.
Okay, well, you enjoy that. So 4 of you and 1 imaginary friend. Perfect.
Yeah.
oh, if we're counting imaginary friends, we're fucked. I'm bringing the tea kettle.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You put up a good fight in the kitchen.
Yeah, so I just wanted to throw that out there so that you guys had some time to think about that and stuff like that. So, but also, yeah, like anyone, also do consider who you're actually bringing with you as well, because 1, because there is the chance that they might die, and 2, if you pick someone a bit, too random, then they might need some persuading to go with you. Like, you could try and persuade Bistina to come with you. She's probably not going to want to go, but, you could talk her into it. She is a quite proficient spellcaster. That sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Just think about all.
Stop.
Stop.
I want Seraphim, the beekeeper.
Okay. If you can think of how to track down Seraphim the beekeeper and persuade him to go on a mission he'll certainly die on. Because he's a commoner.
Okay, can I bring Muffet, their donkey?
If you want.
Excellent.
If you can track down Seraphim and buy Muffet from them,
yes,
you can bring Muffet the donkey.
Get in. Great day.
I was thinking Brienne could be a good good one.
Yeah, she would be a really good one, to be fair.
She's a badass. We know her.
Yeah. Yeah. So
She'd probably be my.
yeah. So as I say, have a think. Yeah, and if you want to know more about anyone, obviously Brienne is paladin, so some smiting and some healing, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Or who was the one that we got control of when we did that whole arc, and they were a cleric?
Oh, that would be Aoife Longset.
Yeah, Ms. Aoife Longset. That might be. She might be good as well as just like a dedicated healer, almost. So we can all be kicking ass and we don't have to worry about healing spells.
It means you can then be throwing the fireballs.
And being
Exactly.
an owl bear.
Yeah.
I can't be an owl bear.
Yeah, so I just wanted to throw that one out there before we finished, so you guys can have a chance to think about that. And then, yeah, we'll pick things up with you guys continuing the search, trying to track down the tieflings, and we'll go from there. And I will continue prepping Balsam's castle and everything inside it.
Cool. Sweet.